Countdown, 101 days. Really, Ryan? You said I was ruthless, but which of your words to me now isn't ruthless? This time, I really won't have anything to do with you anymore. After hanging up the phone, I blocked and deleted all of Ryan's contact information. I erased all the photos we took together and any traces of our relationship. After doing all this, the familiar pain came again, making me wish I could die immediately. I pressed the call button on the bedside and fell into a coma. When I woke up, Daisy was crying and calling my name beside my bed. I touched her head, and my hand hurt a little from the 4-needle. Silly girl, why are you crying? I'm still alive, aren't I? You finally woke up. You scared me to death. Sister Luna, you have to be stronger. Your illness can definitely be cured. I nodded. Just as I was about to comfort her, the door of the ward was suddenly pushed open. When I saw the person who came in, I froze in place. Ryan's eyes were a little red, and he stared at me. You said the name on the medical record wasn't yours. Then why are you lying here? I opened my mouth, but couldn't make a sound. My body was sweating a lot all of a sudden. Daisy was smart. She probably guessed something from the atmosphere between us. I held Daisy's hand tightly, trying to hold her back from rushing out. Daisy, don't. You go out first. I'll call you later. Looking at my pleading face, Daisy left the ward, reluctantly. Ryan came to me, and his voice became much softer. Why didn't you tell me? Tell you, so that you and Ava could laugh at me. I want to ask you, if I had told you, then what? He wanted to hold my hand, but he dodged it. I saw his fists clenched tightly, and there was a hint of crying in his voice. If you had told me, I wouldn't have married Ava. I would have stayed with you until you were cured. Hearing this, I couldn't help laughing, with a slight cough. Are you just saying this because you see? I'm dying to make yourself feel less guilty. Ryan frowned, as if he didn't expect me to say that. He looked down at the hospital bed. After a long time, he said slowly, Ava is 3 months pregnant. After the baby is born, I will divorce her. I will accompany you to get treatment. There must be a way to cure you. At this moment, I finally couldn't help but raise my hand and slap him. Because I was too emotional, the medical instruments made a sharp sound. At this time, Daisy rushed into the ward and drove Ryan out directly. Immediately, I was given emergency treatment by the doctors who rushed over. In the chaos, I vaguely heard Daisy's cries and Ryan's apologies. I had a dream. I dreamed of the first year of my relationship with Ryan. At that time, I suddenly got gastritis and couldn't eat anything without vomiting. The food brought outside was hard to swallow, so he started to learn how to cook porridge for me. I supported my weak body and watched his back. At that moment, I was so moved that I cried. Why did you get up? Go back to bed quickly. Look, I'm so stupid. You're allergic to pollen. But I still brought back a bunch of flowers to make you feel better. I'm so happy, Ryan. What would I do without you? Ryan touched my hair affectionately. Me too. The beeping sound of the medical instruments woke me up from the dream. I opened my eyes and found that the nurse had changed today. When she saw that I woke up, the nurse enthusiastically told me the gossip in the hospital. You're awake. Daisy has been transferred to the 3rd floor today. She asked me to tell you. I was a bit weak and said weakly that I knew. You don't know. Daisy is taking care of a pregnant woman on the 3rd floor. She's only 3 months pregnant and came to the hospital for miscarriage prevention. Her husband is handsome and considerate. I'm so envious. Really? You will also meet your nice other half in the future. But the nurse sighed. Such a handsome, rich and loving man only exists in novels. Yesterday, his wife wanted to eat fruit salad. Daisy went to buy it. When she came back, she said his wife was allergic to mango. He carefully picked it out and then went out to buy it again later because he was worried. At this time, I was already very sleepy and didn't have the energy to listen to these gossips anymore. My head was dizzy, and his name is also very nice. It's Ryan. Hearing this name, I opened my eyes, reflexively. What's his name? Ryan. Why? Do you know him? I smiled and shook my head, then closed my eyes again. No, I don't know him. 1 second he was feeling guilty in front of me, and the next second, he was showing off his affection. I didn't expect Ryan's mother to come to me. When she saw my sick face, she stood aside, gloating. Luna, do you know how much influence your selling of the company shares has on Ryan? I've always looked down on you for a reason. Now that you're like this, it's really karma. I was a bit weak and just listened to her humiliate me. Ryan had never put himself in my shoes, even once. Even though I was sick and dying, the person who said he couldn't bear to let me go actually told the person who hated me the most about my hospitalization so easily. At this time, Ryan also rushed to my ward, looking very tired. It could be seen that he had run over. Sorry, Luna, I didn't expect my mother to come. I'll take her away right now. Now, I didn't want to hear a word he said at all. Since you chose to tell her, how could you not guess that your mother would come? Ryan, not even once have you thought about me. Double quotes. That's not the case. I didn't tell her, believe me. After I solve my problems, I will come to accompany you. Luna, I'm sorry. Wait for me a little longer. Tears rolled down my cheeks. I was deeply sad for myself.